Welcome back to the channel, guys. So the RTX 4090 has finally been released and available for sale. You did have to be very quick if you wanted to get one of these, and they did sell out in minutes, which is pretty much expected given how well this thing performs. I was able to get myself the MSI Suprim X, and it wasn't cheap. The card sold out in minutes in UK. I actually personally had to go to the retailer and actually pick mine up and queue to get this because I knew what was going to happen, and luckily enough I was able to get my card today. So let's get on with the unboxing. It's a massive box for a massive card. Just look how thick that is. But I have to give it to MSI. It is a very good looking card. Minimal RGB, and you've got these 3 lights next to each fan that strobe white. They've done away with the default like rainbow color for the kind of default lighting scheme, so it's more, say, neutral. Now there are some bits of information on the card. Now if you look at the back, it starts to talk about its Trifroza 3S, I believe. Says push performance with the latest MSI design and elevate sophistication with a prestigious appearance. It also says it's using Torx Fan 5.0. So the fan blades linked by ring arcs and a fan cowl, whatever that is, works together to stabilize and maintain high pressure airflow. So they've improved on the fans, I believe, since the 3090 Ti Suprim X. Vapor chamber this time. Pretty much all the RTX 4090s are coming with vapor chamber due to the increased TDP expectancy, but that actually wasn't to be. Where they moved over to TSMC 4nm or 5, whatever you want to call it, it's actually drawing a lot less power than originally suspected. So pretty much all of these coolers are over engineered. It also goes on to say about the core pipe, precision machined heat pipes to ensure max contact to the GPU base plate and spread heat along the full length of the heatsink. So they've really worked on their cooler, and hopefully it does a better job than the Founders Edition. So a few key features, I'm not going to list them, you guys should be quite familiar with these by now. So yeah, let's get the box open, shall we? So when you get the box open, you are confronted with the Suprim kind of insignia. It's a nice kind of silver finish, and then there's this massive bit of foam to protect the card in transit. And they actually give you some freebies. So you get a mouse mat that says Suprim. I'm trying to hold this up here, a bit hard to work with one hand. So Suprim, and it's got like the MSI Dragon logo as well. And in the box you can see you get the card itself, and then below what would I assume would be the dongle with the 4 PCI Express 8-pin connectors to 1 12v12 PCI Gen 5 power connector. You also get some kind of brace or bracket, anti-sag bracket, which does come in handy if you are experiencing GPU sag, but hopefully the card's rigid enough that you don't need to use this. And of course the card itself. Man, the size of this thing, I'm just trying to wedge it out here. Absolute behemoth. Easily the biggest card I have ever owned. And it's very heavy. I'm gonna push this to the side. There is a quick installation guide there. I'm not really going to go into that. It's nothing no one's seen before. So there it is, guys, the card itself. As you can see, looks very similar to the previous cards, but there are some subtle differences. What's not so subtle is the increased thickness. I mean, the thickness of this card is just insane. You can see a nice anti-sag kind of bracket, so it should be rigid enough that you probably won't need to use that brace or that anti-sag bracket. But the card is just absolutely huge. Can't believe how big this thing is, and the back plate as well is pretty nice, and it just feels all round high quality. And you can see they haven't got the dragon at the back this time. It just says Suprim GeForce RTX, and at the top you'll have like your little RGB logo, and that will light up, and you can of course control that with your software through your motherboard. And just loads of plastic now to peel off, which I won't be doing on camera because it's probably going to be pretty tedious to get all of this stuff off, so I'll just get this off for you so you guys can have a better look. So here's the card all unraveled, all that plastic all being removed. There's quite a lot of it as well, so they really want to make sure you get this card in pristine condition with no scuffs or marks. And just another look here at the top. Man, this card is huge. Sorry about the shadow here. Can't do anything more about the lighting, unfortunately. It's something I'll work on in the future. And yeah, man, what a card. Looking forward to providing some benchmarks for you guys. In terms of the I/O, it just has the free display port 1.4A and the HDMI 2.1, a single HDMI 2.1. So that is pretty much it, guys. That is the MSI Suprim X RTX 4090. You've seen it. I'm looking forward to getting this thing powered up and bringing you some performance figures very shortly. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.